Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on some Borderlands 1. Who would have thought? And today I wanted to make a guide on the Daze effect. For those who are unaware of what the Daze effect is, it's a debuff that is part of your skill tree that's applied to the enemies that you're fighting. When you daze an enemy, a yellow aura surrounds the target for about 7 seconds. In that time they have a set of debuffs there, but really the most notable one is movement and turn speed. In this particular video, I wanted to go over each Vault Hunter and learn how the Daze effect works with the play styles of the different characters, then see what build works best for said characters. And with that being said, let's get into it. Alright, starting off with Roland as our honorable mention, and we're done. This is the only Vault Hunter that doesn't have a Daze effect in the game, so he can sit this one out for this video. Sorry, man. Unlike the last guy, Mordecai can actually daze someone. He uses Bloodwing to fly down and attack enemies with the aerial impact skill in the red tree. Whatever tree that is, I don't remember. I'll put it on the screen, fuck it. The Daze effect is, in my opinion, useful to Mordecai as a dedicated sniper character. You could throw up Bloodwing and hit an enemy to get the Daze effect, then hit him in the head for an easy crit. Maxing out at 100% at 5 points, you don't need to go any higher. Who needs 110% chance to daze someone? But that's useless. However, if you use the Hunter Con with +4 in aerial impact, you just put 1 point in the skill tree and you'll do the same thing. As for how to use Bloodwing, if you want to use the Daze in your build, you're probably going to want to spec into the Capstone Bird of Prey. You don't need Trespass, so you might as well put those points somewhere useful. This is the build I like to go for. This is a slightly modified version of my Sheriff Mordecai build I released a few years ago, putting points from Loaded to Ransack for more loot. Brick also has one way to apply Daze, and that's with the skill Bash in the Tank tree. Normally maxing out at 50% chance when you melee an enemy, it can go up to 90% if you have a skirmisher comp with +4 in Bash. This is of course useful in a melee build, and also what I find interesting is a close quarters gun build. Now I'm talking about Deputy Brick, baby. Especially if you pair it with the Sheriff and Mordecai. Oh man, there's a great duo. As you can see here in the footage, I'm running up to enemies and smacking them to apply Daze. When it goes through and the enemies are dazed, they slow down and can't move, so it makes for easy crits. Now works for both melee and guns. And lastly, the Iridium addict herself, Lilith. Oh man, did you guys see that trailer? Yeesh. She's got the most out of the Vault Hunters. 3 ways of applying Daze. God damn, girl. Don't you think Roland could have at least gotten some of that? Iridium isn't the only thing you're addicted to. Damn. But anyway, Lilith has 3 ways of applying Daze, like I said earlier. You have melee with the skill Striking, Face Blast with Dramatic Entrance, and your shooty with, Mind Games. I'm starting off with the shittiest one, and that's Striking. I will admit, I never played a melee Lilith build, but I tried speccing into it, plenty of times just to see what happens, and it wasn't really going good for me. The most conventional way to apply Daze is to just shoot the fucker. Thankfully, Mind Games can let you do that. With 5 out of 5 out of this skill, you have a 25% chance to apply Daze per bullet that hits an enemy. And if you have the Plague Bearer Calm, you can bump this up to about 45% with 9 out of 5. This is the option everyone goes for when they have, points to spare, and I don't blame you because I do it too. The coolest part is that the skill tree can be whatever you want and add Mind Games on top of it, Next is my personal favorite way, and that's using Face Walk's Blasts to daze a group of enemies. and this is achieved through dramatic entrance. I've been using this as my regular Daze applier for almost like 5 years now. And you know, it adds a different way to play the game, and I think that's why I enjoy doing it so much, is that it's different from everyone else. Now, instead of using Phase Walk as a crutch to like get the fuck out of there, I'm using it as a way to like debuff as many enemies as I can. Now, the downside to this is that Daze only lasts for 7 seconds for one, and two, as you pop back into control of Lilith, she has a buffer time before you can fight her again. This is really annoying. I have tried the best I can to get around that, but I've never been able to. With all this talk about building with a Daze effect, I put together a build that I think I can get the most out of the effect, but also some of Lilith's skills that can make for a cool playstyle. Alright, so this is the build that I came up with. The main sort of strategy for this is to get as many skills as possible, using skills like intuition to run between enemies and dazing them all with dramatic entrance, leaving them all dazed, that way I can shoot them, and then they'll proc skills like Phoenix, to where I can just have a trail of fire next to me, and if I go into Phase Walk, I can do that blast and go near enemies and they can still light on fire. But starting with Controller, of course we're going to take Diva for shield capacity, Interglow for healing, obviously we know why we're taking this skill, Gold Power for regen, hard to get for cooldown, this matches well with Blackout, and then I just put 2 points into my games if in case I'm taking on like a boss or I'm on cooldown. This just gives me that extra chance to daze an enemy. For the elemental tree, we have Quicksilver for fire rate. I decided to put 1 point into Spark. I moved all of my points into Resilience to get some more resistance, because I want to be able to survive a lot longer. But then for the Assassin tree, of course we're taking Slayer for some crit damage. I wanted to take Silent Resolve, however I might just have to move some points around. This is a good skill to get if you are dying quite often. Hit and Run for mainly Phase Walk duration. I don't need the melee damage. Enforcer just put some points into there. High Velocity for bullet damage. Blackout, as I said earlier, if I get 3 kill skills, I get my action skill back. And you know, if you're mobbing, which this build is very good at, you're going to get your action skill back really quickly. Anyways, let's go kill some stuff. With that being said, I want to thank you all for watching. I actually managed to put a BL1 build video in 2024. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. And hey, if you really liked it, make sure to sub. If you have any thoughts or questions, let me know down in the comments. Alright everybody, I'm getting out of here, and I'll see you all in the next one. And you know what? I've had a good day today, so for the fans, here's a little something extra. I'll see you all in the next one. See ya. I'm just hot shit. didn't hit crits, but you know, I still got him. Still trashed him.